Hi, my name is Sarvesh and you're watching D365 Notes. So in previous episodes, we have covered about financial dimension. So in part 1 and part 2, we have covered about custom dimension. Along with I have discussed and I have given you basic and high level overview of entity backed or derived dimension in the system. And I have created one more video how to activate financial dimension using DMF. So before starting this video, I would suggest you to watch that video and come back to this video after watching the that videos. So till now we have discussed how to create financial dimension, how to activate financial dimension, and how to map financial dimension in account structure. So I will be giving you a small recap of that. For that, I can go to ledger and I will show you the account structure activated for this legal entity. Now you can see this is the legal entity main account, and here you will see department, business unit and cost center dimension are enabled for these from 1 series to 99 series main account. Now I will show you how this financial dimension behave in the system. So let me go to general journal. Now click on new and select any journal which is available. So I'm selecting this journal. I have, for doing this video, I have created this journal. Click on lines. So I will be selecting rent account, rent expense. So here if you see the hierarchy of these financial dimension, department, business unit and cost center. So let me fill department, cost center and business unit. So if you see here, department, business unit and cost center, this is how we can fill financial dimension in the system. So this is the basic overview of how to select financial dimension in the general entry in D365. So we have one feature available in D365 which is derived dimension. Go to general ledger module, chart of account, dimension, financial dimension. Let me close this, and if you see here department, in department, if in the action pane you will see derived dimension. So what does that mean? So in this journal entry we have selected this dimension manually. Okay, so let me tell you one thing. So my client asked me that I have a requirement where my financial dimension should be auto selected when I am selecting my only one financial dimension. For example, I will go back. If you see here, I have to manually fill all the dimension. So sales and marketing, management and cost center, I have filled manually all the dimension. So client asked me if I am filling my department dimension value, then these dimension should be automatically filled. Or in other words, including main account, 11 segments are supported, means in account structure. So I will show you. I will duplicate one more tab. I will go to account structures for you. So let me, so like this, for example, main account, department, business unit and cost center. Like this, we can add up to 11 financial dimension, including main account. So only 10 financial dimensions are allowed in the system. So in that case, if we have like a 10 financial dimension to be selected in this general entry, we can use like a derived dimension feature. So if we select department, then a relevant dimension will be automatically selected based on our financial dimension, which is derived in the derived dimension form. So I will be showing you this one. So this is derived dimension form. If I click on this, let me delete this. Let me click on new one. Okay. So this is the department derived dimension. Means if I am deriving my dimension of department value, specific value, then a specific value to be selected in the journal entries. So let's define that. For example, my department should be finance and my business unit. So when I am selecting my department, I will explain you the condition. When I am selecting my department as a finance, the following value should be selected. So if I click on add segment, here you will see business unit, then add segment. Then if I am selecting finance, then this 01 home should be selected. Okay, let me click on add segment. Here, my second dimension is cost center. So center this one, add segment. So I have selected service operation. So if my department is finance 24, then my business unit should be 1, which is home, and cost center should be service and operation. So this is the sequence of my derived dimension. Let me select, let me delete this line and create new line. So earlier what we have done is rent, same, let's take the same account. So I will be selecting rent. If I'm selecting my finance dimension, department dimension as finance, then these two dimension will be automatically filled in this journal entry. So let's see. If you see here, I have selected only finance department, then automatically it is selected. Let me remove this and I will show you again with different department value. If I am selecting sales and marketing, no value is selected. These are blank and we can select. Now, if I try to select finance again, it will be automatically filled. So if you see here, 240109. These are the dimension. So this is the derived dimension feature in the D365. In derived dimension feature, we have something left. So I will be discussing that one as well. Let me delete this cost center. Or let me select the configuration again and add one more segment. I will be selecting cost center. Here you will see prevent change to derived value. So if I click on this and add the segment, and my cost center is trade show and save. So whenever I am trying to select these dimension 24 business unit 01, then system will not allow me to select any other cost center value. So I will be showing you this one. So let me delete one more line, a line again, and add line again. So I will show you rent. So if I am selecting finance, these values are automatically selected. But if I try to change this value and if I try to give service and operation, then it will give me the error or some kind of warning. The cost center dimension with value 09 is not allowed due to derived dimension rule. The allowed value should be 7. So you can define like this. So if you have such a requirement, you can use this feature. Now, if you want to remove, then you don't have to delete. You can just click on allow cost center value changes. So now if I delete again and try to add that same main account and same configuration, rent expense, finance department, if I try to change the value, it will allow me to do that. So if I want to give the production and try to save, it will not give me any kind of error. So this feature, prevent cost center value changes, is used when you have only fixed financial dimension value. But in case of like multiple cost centers are involved, in that case we can allow that cost center value change, and it will work for everyone. So if we have enable this feature, then nobody can change the cost center value. So just keep this thing in mind. Now here I will show you one more thing. Let me delete this. Let's select the rent account again, and I will give cost center or business unit something like auto. Okay, which is not, in my case it is 01 in derived dimension, but I have selected auto. So if I select finance, then my cost center will be changed or for 07, but my business unit will stay same, which I have defined in the this entry. But like if I have such kind of requirement where my existing dimension, for example, my business unit, if I have selected auto 002, then it should be override with my derived dimension. So we have that feature available in D365 finance and operation derived dimension. We can use this, replace existing dimension value. So just keep one thing in mind. whenever you are doing any changes in this form, then existing line should be deleted. So if I am trying to check that configuration which I have defined, that will not work on this line. So I have to delete this line and add new line to test that feature. So in earlier example, I have showcased that it is not overriding that. So if I click on replace existing dimension value with derived value, it will override that line. So let me show you. So if I have selected the rent account, rent expense, and my business unit, I am filling 08078, and my cost center will be service and operation. Then if I try to select my financial dimension, department dimension as finance, if you see, it will override all the things. And you can see that it is overridden. If you see this, it will be overridden with these values. So this is the basic feature of derived dimension in D365. So it will be helpful for some of the company, but it might not be helpful for some of the clients. So just keep this thing in mind and use this derived dimension feature accordingly as per your requirement. I would recommend you should test in the sandbox and do your testing, and after that you can deploy the same uh, kind of configuration in the production environment. So just keep this thing in mind, and before doing any changes you should test in sandbox first. So that's it for today. I have covered basic and high level overview of derived dimension feature, so you can practice and do by yourself. So that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Till that time, tata, bye bye, see you in the next one.